Alright, I think that's 20 seconds, I don't know.
It feels like 20 seconds. So, Over the
Hey!
Hedge time, hey?
Hey everybody, I am Luckyboy527, and on comms with me I have Ouch, but you can just call him Colin.
Hi, yeah, I'm OutTTV. You can just call me Colin. It's what I am everywhere.
So today...
You go.
So,
It's your run, you go.
So today we're going to be running Over the Hedge DS. We're going to be doing the category all levels %. I'm going to start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see.
So today we're going to be doing all levels. There is a difference between all levels and any %. Any % includes a credit warp, which I will explain later in the run. But it happens about 20 minutes into the run, so it's not that much of a time save.
Yeah, the majority of the run is pretty similar going both ways.
Yeah, the only thing that changes is you get to skip the last 4 levels.
Yeah.
So
Just a good bit, but like, not that much.
Yeah. So to start off with, we're going to be just collecting the first few cereal boxes. Nothing too special in the first level, just a lot of movement. As you'll see when we get into the actual run, there's going to be a lot of out-of-bounds clips in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff, but for now, like, the only real trick that matters is just quick pickup.
Yeah. Quick pickup is when you get into the range of picking up an item, but you get in there by sliding before pressing the pickup button. You saw me do it a couple times there. It's very finicky on when is the right time to actually do it. But
yeah, it just basically lets you dodge the pickup animation, which saves you a little bit of time.
And we are done the first level.
Wicked.
So from here, the story goes that Gladys is trying to bulldoze over the forest to create a new pool for them. I don't know why they need the entire forest for it, but
it's a big pool.
They really want to make that pool. So
the pool is very large.
So a strat I just did there that you didn't really get to see is quick swap. Quick swap happens when, before the level actually starts, there is a small amount of time where you can swap characters. That is going to be really important for a couple levels because it allows us to start moving with that character before the text box pops up.
Yeah, there's one level down the line where it's very crucial to do that to like avoid taking damage.
Now you might be wondering, why run Over the Hedge DS? Well, that's funny because I don't really know either, but...
Are we giving the lore? Because I remember a good amount of stuff about why.
Originally, this game, I saw in the leaderboard that it was like, oh, there's only really 1 or 2 runs, and this used to be a really big game in my childhood. So...
Yeah, it built from the lore that, like, you played a bunch of games like this back in the day. A bunch of these like DS licensed games, and then started looking into whether or not they had been speedrun. And this game in particular had one run, and it was a blind run by like a French runner from it was over a year ago, like 3 years ago when you actually started doing this, or two years ago when you started doing this.
And the run was about 2 hours long. We have brought the run down to around 26 minutes. So there's a lot of time saved that we found.
To see most of them, I imagine.
Yeah. So we've now removed all the spark plugs from the bulldozer, so they can't plow over the hedge right now. But our big plan is to try and stop their entire scheme. And the way to do that is to bring endangered animals to the forest. Is
that the lore?
Yeah, the lore is you bring endangered animals to the forest so that you can stop the homeowners association from plowing over the forest.
Okay, so what you just saw was probably the most common clip we're gonna see over the course of this run, and I've called it the porch clip. It's literally you just get in between get like the little gap there of the ledge leading up into the porch, and then you clip into the porch. You'll use it to get into the house. We'll use it to get fully out of bounds in later levels. It's a pretty essential one. Do you think you're gonna miss any porch clips today?
There is about 2 levels where you don't need to do a porch clip. They are, well, actually there's a couple of them that don't need it at all, but there's 2 that, like, if you miss it, that's fine. You just play on the level normally. But it's definitely the most important clip in the run.
Yeah, it's good to have consistency. And being a master of Over the Hedge DS, probably the only person on Earth that can be classified as a master of Over the Hedge DS, you definitely will be, hopefully, getting those clips today.
So what we're doing here is throwing the abacus over the speakers there. There's a big problem with speakers with Hammy where they will immediately dance if you come into line of it.
Yeah, so if you see on the bottom screen when speakers are on, there's these big, like, sound wave kind of visuals, and they, oh no, and they,
It's fine, second time's a charm.
Okay, I didn't see anything, surely no one else did.
Yeah, no, it didn't count, don't worry.
No, they were enthralled about my speech about the boxes, or the sound boxes.
Yeah, the speakers are so important.
Yeah, they've got you can see them on the bottom screen when they're actually on screen. They have these big areas. If you are within that area, either not moving fast enough or just caught up, then there's a chance your character will dance. Hammy will always dance, so you really want to be moving quickly through speaker zones with Hammy, and you can't move fast if you're carrying anything, which is why we threw the abacus.
Yeah, what you saw me just do there is, Vern has a thing with his shell where he's able to go into it to hit buttons. Normally, you're supposed to push a box to move it towards the button there, but because Vern can move and then jump into his shell, we jump and skip that entirely. Now, we're gonna do a funky thing here called Cookie Jar Clip.
This is the Cookie Jar Clip.
There's 2 of these in the run. This one we have to fly blind.
Yeah, this one you're completely blind, but he's actually better at it, so we're all good. As someone who is, about a week ago, I tried to come learn all of these tricks. That clip is really annoying to get if you don't know what you're doing. But luckily, we've got someone who knows what he's doing behind the sticks.
Yeah, there's also the exit glitch that you're gonna see me do after almost all of the houses. That allows us to exit to the menu of choosing the houses without having to walk all the way from spawn. Because if you complete the level normally, it will put you back where we spawn from completing levels normally.
Yeah, who's got sticky fingers?
Yeah. It's weird because on the level screen it doesn't show you which levels you've completed, but on the pause menu it does, so you just kind of have to remember in your mind.
I mean, there's only like 5 levels, and you know, counting to 10 or 20 might be pretty difficult, but around here we can definitely count to 5.
I can count to 4 at least.
Yeah, true. certified capable of counting to 4. Everything else is a crapshoot.
Alright, so we are now completing the cowbell level. Earlier in the level, we did something that's also really important to the run, which is abusing the positioning when you grab onto a ledge.
Yeah, we used a ledge clip of sorts, where like if you land on the backs of pieces of furniture usually a specific way, you can line yourself up such that when you drop out of bounds. What we did there is we got both characters out of bounds, we kept Vern out of bounds and sent RJ back inbounds to grab the bell, then throw it to the wall where Vern could grab it while still out of bounds and then get to the end.
Yeah. But we'll be definitely using that a lot.
Fast past the speakers.
Yeah, with RJ it's fine. On this level, this is the only level in the run with RNG. I am missing grabbing the ledge there. So what we have to do is grab the stethoscope from the top of the pool table and come back to the start of the level with the cooler box. Now,
so this is the only true RNG because we have to get good numbers. All right, 1's a good
yeah,
start.
Luckily, I'm very lucky,
Evan?
so...
Yeah, I mean, they don't call you the lucky boy for nothing. Okay, 171 is actually really
yeah,
good
like,
numbers.
that's actually really good RNG.
That's actually really good.
The worst possible RNG you can get is 000, because it has to loop around the entire... Yes, I have. It sucks. I got it in practice. I got it in practice yesterday.
Yesterday, oh goodness. That was a really clean porch clip.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that one. Or I'm surprised with that one.
Yep.
So, on this level, we've got to try and bring the phone book back. The only problem is there is 2 sets of speakers there. That if you don't have the movement right here... wow, I got that. You will start dancing. But you can have pretty perfect movement there and not dance at all. The cat just ignores you, and...
Cat does not care in the slightest.
A lot of times when I'm doing this run, I will be looking mainly at the bottom screen instead of the top screen because that actually shows me more positioning.
Yeah, it shows positioning a lot better, and we don't exit glitch here because we want all of our level completions to properly register.
Yo, that was a really good first houses.
That was good. That was good.
All right, we're going to do a couple things here. First is the restart glitch.
Construction 2. Oh, yes. So we restart glitch here because this site is covered in construction workers that will get in our way, and if they do
Okay.
that, and we restart glitch, oh my god, if they restart glitch, then they stay frozen. I thought I'd have time because you'd be doing that trick, but no, you just did the construction wall jump, where you have to jank your way up the wall and then land on this sort of like phantom platform ledge. There's a number of little lips you can land on. You got like one of the ones that guarantees you're able to jump over, and you got it first try. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is pretty much pixel perfect that you have to get there, and I'm so shocked that I got it first try.
That was actually really good.
I am trying to drop the item in front of me by jumping. It's faster than throwing it, but the only problem is sometimes it will go behind you, and then
you have to.
You can swap to Hammy, and we are done construction 1.
All right, that's there's our next construction. So we're going into second houses now.
Yeah, second houses is pretty much like the first. It will use a lot of designs of the houses again, except different items.
Yeah.
First
similar
one
houses,
is
similar layouts.
lava lamp. I
Yeah,
missed
we're
the
doing
quick
lava
swap,
lampers.
but that's fine.
Nice.
This one's a little bit tricky because you have to.
Yeah, that wall clip with the lasers is really annoying. I personally had a bad time with it, but it basically, if you go too fast on your clip there, you can get your clip into the fence, but you'll hit the lasers and then get knocked back out and have to do it again. So good job on not getting hit by the lasers.
Yeah, it's very tricky because a lot of the clips you have to just assume you're going to get it and like be really confident and hold forward. That one you have to guess that you've got it or not and immediately let go when you would clip in.
When you feel you've got it.
A lot of times...
I mean, you've got all the muscle memory for that.
Yeah, now I do. But a lot of times it will be you either clip in but walk too far or you don't clip in at all. And exit glitch, and we are on to the next level.
And now we
Celestial Globe.
Oh, baby.
Now, this used to be a huge RNG part of the run, where you had to wait for RJ to throw the items from inside, and it would take either 7 or 8 items for the Celestial Globe to be thrown. Luckily, because the globe has to be loaded somewhere in the level, it's loaded right here, and we can clip into the house via the porch clip. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we get back out? Well, this is where the second cookie jar clip is.
Cookie jar clip 2, baby. This one you actually have eyes, though.
Yeah.
You're not stuck entirely in the dark on both screens.
If it wasn't for the cookie jar here, you would have zero way of getting out of the house.
Yeah. So a combination of cookie jar clip and porch clip gets us to the Celestial Globe, and then we can just get it out for free and not have to worry about the RNG, because I remember many years ago at this point, too many years ago considering it doesn't feel like you've been doing this for this long.
Yeah.
But I've heard legends of the Celestial Globe level and the frustrations that it has brought, and now it's just super easy.
Yeah, it used to be a situation where the child there has a gun that they can shoot you with. It's a Nerf gun, don't worry, it doesn't kill you, it just knocks you out. But it's very annoying because the items will land right around it. So on this one, we are going to be grabbing the action figure, which in its own right is a problem because it's very fragile, and if you drop it at all, it will break.
It breaks, yes. So you can't get caught dancing, you can't get hit by any of the human or cat or any of the other things that are chasing you down. So it's basically just like a run the gauntlet as fast as RJ can run. We go right here to not worry about the flamingo because that's also a problem.
The flamingo and the child as well.
And the child, yep.
Alright,
that's one where you gotta be on top of your game, but you did a great job there.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with where the dad was.
Yeah, you did just kind of get to walk right by him.
Alright, now we get to do one of the 2 levels where it's just grab all the small items. This one is batteries. So there's going to be 10 batteries scattered across the level. We take this route because we want to avoid aggroing the dog. As you'll learn, the dog is probably our scariest enemy in the game.
Yeah, the dog is a pain. Just how quick it is.
And
how insatiable it is.
And unfortunately, it also has the ability to clip through walls. So
I forgot about that.
when you think you're safe, you're really not.
You're never safe. That dog is omnipresent. What is the dog doing? Defying the laws of reality.
I didn't grab that one.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, there you go.
I paused too early.
It's cool. Minor loss, but good show so far.
Alright, and now we are into the science kit, which is the last level of Houses 2.
Yep, this is the end of Houses 2.
This is the second level where if you don't get the clip, that's fine. It's not worth it trying it multiple times because you'll just lose time there.
You'll just lose time. It's just a faster run if you miss it.
Yeah, it only saves about 2 seconds if you actually get the clip, so missing that's not bad.
Here.
So when we pick up
nice to get your clips, but loss is a loss.
Yeah. When we pick up the science kit here, what will happen is the taxidermy will spawn. This is this game's Verminator.
Yeah.
Canonically, this is their brother, so...
Oh, this is the other Vermtech associate?
Yeah. Not quite, because they're taxidermy instead of a Verminator, but same thing.
Quite different.
So normally you would have to go and press a button on the other side of the yard to be able to get into the finish thing here. But you can just clip out of bounds and hit it from outside.
Yeah, that's really good. You get to grab the wall, grab back of the couch, fall out of reality, and then just approach the spawn point, or the end of the level from the other side, and get your W.
Alright, we are now on to the trickiest level execution-wise.
This is light bulbs. Okay, I want to give you all a little bit of insight into my situation here. So about a couple weeks ago, I did a run through of this game with Lucky here to get an understanding or further understanding of the run. My notes for this is literally just let Luke cook.
Yeah,
I got nothing more for this. It is just, you gotta go fast, you gotta do your routing well, and you gotta dodge your things and get the light bulbs, and it's as simple as that. Uh-oh.
I'm fine. I was able to dodge his second attack. I will probably not get the dog cycle, but that's fine.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Actually, I'm quite a ways ahead. I might. But essentially, on this level, you want to try and get to the box at the end of this hallway as fast as possible, because if you are there around 600 in that top left, you should be able to make the dog cycle. I think I just missed it, so I'm going the safe route.
That's probably smart.
No, I did have it.
Damn.
I'm just... We ignore that part, right. I just did that to make sure I was safe.
We're good.
I probably would have been fine for going for the normal route, I just didn't really want to risk it with that dog. Because dying on this level is significantly worse than getting caught by the dog. Or than having to deal with losing a little bit of time there.
Well, yeah, because this is such a long level, because you have to go to every area of the house.
Mm-hmm. And
there's like no downtime as well, because there's a lot of levels just like you're just walking out of bounds for a while. This one is constant.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's like there's parts of that level where you just kind of have to do really inconsistent grabs, because unfortunately Hammy doesn't like to grab the ledge a lot of times.
Yeah.
Alright, on this one we are going to jump through this corner and get hit by the air freshener there. Normally
the gas, but the gas knocks us, we jump that way specifically so that the gas knocks us into the kitchen.
Yeah, normally you would have to turn that off, and you'd have to deal with the dog there as well, but there is a tight enough gap there where you can jump through and not have to press the button.
Dog against the wall, jump the lasers again.
Yep, that jump is very tight because RJ can get about 3 lasers for his normal jump. That one is 3.5, 4.
That's actually 3.5 lasers? Interesting.
Yeah, if you see there's a laser clipped into the ground there.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
So it's just low enough where RJ can jump over it with his full jump.
It's very possible, but very narrow in the time that you have to jump.
Yeah, there's definitely setups for it, because like if you line yourself up with the wall, you can have your apex over top of it. We are going to try and clip out of bounds using the back of this chair. I somehow got that. That's very rough.
Nice.
And the level doesn't like to load in at the start. So
yeah, we do a lot of things in this game that Over the Hedge DS is, or this run that Over the Hedge DS is really just not built to do in any way that matters, like that.
Yeah, like as you saw there, well, you probably didn't, but there's a button there, and normally on this level you're supposed to get Hammy to turn off the lasers and the air fresheners on like a 3-second timer. If you jump into the back of a mini fridge out of bounds, for some reason there is a button there.
Yeah, you just tackle the back of the mini fridge, for some reason the button to turn everything off and basically win the level is right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they gotta store it somewhere, but isn't it also stored in another place where you're actually supposed to access it?
It is stored in the top of the kitchen that only Hammy can get to.
Oh, they just had a dev one there in the fridge.
I think it's so that, like, it has a way to turn on and off. So, on this level, we need to get this clip first try. If you don't, it's restart.
We want the
like
fast
that.
fence clip here, because we gotta dodge this human.
Yeah, if you don't get that fast fence clip, then you are being attacked by the human and dying. There we go.
There we go.
This allows us to do the level without RJ. Doing levels with only one character is, or not, Vern, without Vern.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you're RJ right now. I'm not here to, I'm not here to judge the Over the Hedge expert, but I think that might be you right now.
Yeah, just a bit, but a big thing there is, if we're able to do the levels without the other character, we can skip the transition time and also skip all the parts where they are needed.
Yeah.
So this
is
is
a lot more.
This is one of the only levels in the game where you can actually accidentally soft lock.
Yes,
and you found that out.
I discovered a soft lock there. So in that room where you throw the flashlight against the wall, if you throw it in exactly the wrong way, you will get it on the windowsill. In which case it is completely inaccessible and you have to restart the level. And I discovered that, making waves in the Over the Hedge meta.
I wouldn't call them waves, I'm calling them tsunamis, but
Tsunamis located exclusively on me.
So this level used to be the hardest level by far in the run. And then all of a sudden the clip in and clip out of the house were found by another runner named 7AJK. Absolute legend in the speedrunning side of Over the Hedge.
That's to 7AJK. He's very good at what he does.
Yeah. So we found that if you clip in through the bench on the side there, you can actually also clip out with a table in the room over here. It is very tight, and you need pretty much pixel perfect movement to, or pixel perfect jumps for it. But if I can get this first try, there we go.
Nice. That jump is also really hard. I just want everybody to appreciate the clear skill on display here. That jump is really annoying.
Alright, and that is the last of the houses.
So now we go to Construction 3, which we're going to restart glitch right away so that we freeze everybody.
Yeah. This is where you would do the credit warp. I exited. I hit exit.
Alright, it's okay. We're good. Everything's good.
We ignore that.
No, it's fine. It's all cool.
Wouldn't be a marathon run without one kind of mistake.
Look,
but,
we gotta have, what we're doing is we're showing that human error is a part of the speedrunning experience, and we don't want people to assume that you can do speedruns without the threat of human error. So it's very good to
that's
keep
definitely what it was.
Everyone grounded. You're keeping everyone grounded. It's very smart of you.
So what we're gonna do here is just a quick up warp, if I can get it.
So this is similar to the one that you did in the previous construction, but it's not.
It's very tight, unfortunately.
It's very hard. I don't know if I actually ever got this one in practice.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I think I did eventually, but it took me I think 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent on where you actually have to jump. It's around that really dark line, but of course, as you saw, occasionally it will just not.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Took a while, took a few attempts, but it's a toughie.
Yeah. That allows us to do the level without RJ, and it saves a lot of time.
Yeah. Alright, so this is Gladys' house. This is This is the final level of the game, but it happens in 3 sections.
Yep, so we are doing the first part of Gladys' house. First 2 parts are entirely just clip out of bounds and run around the house.
Yeah, clip out of bounds, just drop off the back of the box, and you're gonna want to get to the bright room here.
Yep. And we get to speak to the endangered animals that got captured.
Yippee.
Now it's RJ and Vern in the house. What we want to do is do something we haven't really gotten to do the entire run, where we are actually using 2 characters and throwing RJ over the lasers. Or not RJ, Vern, sorry.
Vern.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm messing up the character names so much today.
I don't know what's going on with you. Once again, we do another box clip. Again, that clip is really annoying, and he just does it like it's nothing.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I didn't have time to.
So here we're going to hit the phone receiver, and it will allow us to hack into it somehow by hitting with blunt force.
Yep. We cracked the satellite dish with a turtle shell, and now we can hack.
And now we've got to do the hardest level in the run.
So we got to get the calling card from the top of this bookshelf here, and then we want to activate it while we're falling off. That saves us a little bit of time, and then we run. We've got to get all the way to the office here in the house. You want to jump and hug the walls there to dodge both of the air fresheners, and then we get the cheese. We're gonna need the cheese in a little bit, but we get the first camera in the 3 houses. Our goal is to get these 3 cameras activated, because that's one of the things we need to get done before this level is over. So we got the cheese right as the first camera activates, and now we need to make sure that Gladys is following us. She activates the second camera, and now we just hope for Gladys RNG and that she actually keeps following well, which she does seem to be doing. We have the cheese here, so we can throw it at our good friend the taxidermist and then sneak around him. And now we just make sure that Gladys is still following us, because we do want to get that third camera activated so that the level can actually end. And now we keep going, make sure GLaDOS is following. She is. I said GLaDOS like this is Portal.
We ain't running Portal today, my guy.
Nope, GLaDOS is, oh, she did a circle, oh no.
Alright, and that is time.
Hey, there we
go.
go.
Yo, that was a new world record.
Really? Let's go!
Woo!
I had a feeling it might be, with how quickly you got some of those clips.
Like that
first... that was with a few mistakes. That was really good, though.
That first houses was, like, actually perfect.
Yeah, your first house is, like, that would be gold split for you. That was really,
it was
really
gold
good.
split by far. But
that was spectacular.
Over the Hedge DS is a very fun game if you want to get into it. It's a little bit funky with its controls because it's a 3D platformer, but it's tank controls, so you don't actually get to control the camera, you just control the character and its movement.
It controls like asteroids. It's very weird to get used to, because remember this was on a DS, so there was only a D-pad and buttons, so they didn't really have the opportunity for second stick for camera. Maybe they could have used the touch screen, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not really here to judge the quality of Over the Hedge DS, because as you can see on screen right now, it has all the quality you could ever want out of a game.
It's actually perfect, but I want to quickly thank the Over the Hedge community for being such a great place. 7AJK and JLun2 have made great strides in this game for finding so many strats. JLun for being the task maker, and 7AJK for just being an absolute legend. And then, of course, the table, those guys were amazing for supporting that. Colin, thank you so much for being here.
No worries. I mean, we decided like several years ago when you started running this game that if you ever were on a marathon, I'd be here, and here I am. Quick word of advice for people wanting to run this game: please run it on a physical copy. Do not play on emulator. It is so laggy and painful. That's my advice. Yeah,
I will say there's a reason we use a new 3DS XL, because that reduces the lag significantly.
Yeah.
If you run it on emulator, it lags out like every other level.
It doesn't matter how good you are. If you run it on emulator, it is just pure pain.
Yeah. And of course, thank you, Obscurathon and Speed Gaming, for having me here and allowing me to show off this run.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity. It was really cool to be here.
Yeah.
Making history, live on stream for all of you.
Over the Hedge DS fans popping off. We eating good today.
Rejoice, brothers, rejoice. What's the protocol? Are we done?
I think we're done, yeah.
Okay, cool.